We've now set up our open collaboration, target collaboration, and we've learned how to find creators within the TikTok Shop Creator Marketplace. Those will be our outreach mechanisms, but all of that outreach will funnel into the same location. Welcome to the world of sample requests. Free samples is the core functionality here, so stick on that tab. We'll talk about refundable samples here in a sec. This display up top works no different than an assembly line. To review shows all of the creators we have done outreach to or have come through the open collaboration and are requesting a free sample of a product. Once we select approve there, they will move into ready to ship. What's great about the affiliate marketing process is this integrates directly with TikTok Shop, where once we select approve, it creates an order, it'll be marked down at 0, and automates the actual ordering process. So the same way your customers get a product that we did in our test order stage is the same way affiliates will get your product. So again, as a reminder, you will not need to send address information to your 3PL for a separate product batch to be sent out. It will all go through and flow through as orders. Once that order is then shipped out, it will show up under shipped. This will show us all of the creators whose products are en route. Once that item arrives, the clock essentially starts for the creators and they get pushed into in progress. In progress means the creator has the product in hand and they have anywhere from 5 days to 14 days to create a video and post that onto TikTok. The variance here is dependent on each individual creator in the TikTok Shop affiliate ecosystem. If they are a strong creator that has a great history of a post rate and have done great things on the platform, they will likely have a longer window in which to create a video. But if they're a new creator that has to earn it, that window is going to be shorter. Once those videos ultimately go live, they will all get pushed to the completed stage. At any point, if you cancel a target collaboration, cancel a sample request, all of those creators will flow into the canceled section. Under the completed tab, we can see all creators that have made a video promoting our product. However, there's a much better display for this in the analytics tab that we'll cover shortly. This is not the best place to view all of this content as it's limited with what you can see from a data perspective. We're going to spend the most time under to review, and I'm going to show you how to best navigate all of this. Now, at any point, you can select all and approve of every single creator in here. But again, we're not doing pre-vetting in our outreach stage, so it isn't recommended to do so. In that same row, you'll see followers, estimated post rate, sales volume, and average views per post all displayed. At any point, you have the ability to sort by these metrics. Now, the most common one I'll do here is sales volume. So I'm going to sort this by top sales volume over the last 30 days. This is going to rank all the creators in your sample request queue by that metric. Now, as you can see on the display here, it's not always perfect. And in this instance, I have someone who actually earned less at the top than the person below them. Not sure as to why, but it does a decent enough job. To justify an approval here, there are 2 things to look at. We like to look at average views per video, sales volume, and post rate. If their post rate is above 75%, that's our first marker. If their sales volume is above what we had targeted, 90,000 over the last 30 days would certainly be so, then that also hits that target. Now, for average views per video, you can use this as a weighting against sales volume. If their sales volume isn't high, but their average views per video is say above 1,000, it might be worth taking a shot on them. Maybe they just get a lot of views, but haven't been able to sell because they haven't been working with the right brands or products. Now, in this instance of a high sales volume, but a low average views per video, I require further investigation here. While this sales volume metric is great, their estimated post rate isn't amazing, only 52%. So I'm going to take a closer look. At any point, you can click on their profile image, and the display you'll see is some of the data we just saw, but a far more in-depth look at this creator. Now, at any point, I can click the TikTok icon and actually view their TikTok page. As I look through their TikTok page, I can see, is their content style a good fit? What are they generally getting from a views perspective? What are they getting from an engagement perspective? What does the comment section look like? All of those qualitative metrics that are important decision-making frameworks for folks that are kind of on the fence. On their specific affiliate page, we can see all of the data related to this creator. We can see their GMV by sales channel, by product category. We can see their collaboration metrics, We can see their average video metrics over the last 30 days. And what I focus most on is what are their follower demographics. Say we're trying to reach a female audience. Sure, you could say, let's go after female creators, but oftentimes you'll run into situations where a female creator has a majority male audience for whatever reason. This creator happens to have an 85% rate of female following. We can also see all of the age demographics associated with the creator and the top locations. We can see their trend line for a variety of metrics, again, only over the last 30 days. And at the bottom, we can see what are their highest performing videos also over the last 30 days. Say I really like the metrics here and I do want to work with this creator. What do we do now? Well, we've got two options. On the left side, we can click select, and at the top, either approve or reject. If we are to click approve, they will immediately get approved, move into ready to ship, and the process will begin. But let's say I don't want to work with this creator. What should I do? Well, you could select reject. You would be now losing what could be a potential customer, as well as creating a negative messaging and relationship with them. So rather than clicking them and selecting reject, what I prefer to do instead is simply let it time out. Every sample request that comes in will expire automatically after a 7-day period of time. What this means is you need to be checking and culling through your sample request at least once a week. What it also means is if we don't want to work with a creator, rather than selecting reject, we can simply ignore it and let it expire on its own, removing any potential friction from the process. Now, the best way to do this is going in and looking at every individual creator profile, but rather than at a one-by-one level, selecting multiple, then clicking approve at the top. So I'm going to go through here. Hey, I really like the volume and the average views per video. This guy, hey, he's got really great average views per video, but the post rate is only 14%. Is it worth it taking a flyer? And maybe not. That must have been a viral video. Let's check the next one. Hey, really great views, good sales, bad post rate. Hey, this one's got good views and decent sales and a decent enough post rate. We'll select them. I go through, I select all the folks that I think are a good fit to work with. These are all in the 90s with good metrics. So we go through and we select all of those. We have 9 selected. And once I click approve, they'll be good to go. The final thing I'll flag here is when a creator requests a sample of more than one product at a time. If I select the larger tab next to their image, it will automatically select both products that they requested an item for. But say I don't want to give them both products, or 3 or 5, or however many got requested. I can also go in and specifically select which product I want them to get. I can click approve up top or next to the product. Either way, it's going to work and roll through correctly. The final thing I'll add here is from an initial reporting mechanism. If you are reporting this to additional stakeholders, to leadership, to your boss, the best way to do so alongside analytics is to report information on this assembly line. So maybe you've been running this affiliate programming for 2 weeks and you still don't have very many videos out. Well, you need to cross-reference that with how many people and creators are in the in-progress stage, in the ship stage, in the ready-to-ship stage. This will tell you all of the creators that are soon going to be creating content for you over the next 2 weeks. This is how you can project out, set your volume specification, and ensure that your program is always running smoothly. While many of the top brands on the platform will quite literally do 1,000 sample requests or 2,000 every single month, it's a general rule of thumb to at least approve of 50 to 100 affiliates every single month. Even if you're just in a test and learn stage, this will be a minimum volume requirement that allow for you to get data, see which creators do the best, and make decisions accordingly. We'll cover that next in our analytics section.